You gotta get into the groove.
Hello, welcome to another Groove Asia Leaders Unite session, and my name is Peter Moinloa, and I'm coming at you live from New Zealand. Let us know where you're coming from in the comment box, and if you're watching the live session of this, put a hashtag live into the chat box. If you're watching this later on the replay, then just put a hashtag replay. What we'll do these sessions, I always say, just if you've got any questions that you want to ask about the Groove platform or any of the applications, just pop them into the comment box, and I will answer them as we go through the session. The other thing is that if it's a support issue, and probably want to ask the question first, that if there's an issue that you're having, just ask me about it, and then if I think it could be something that can be solved without having to go to support, then I'll definitely let you know. But if it is a support issue, then I will. It would be best to actually use the chat feature in the Groove dashboard, and I'll tell you where that is a little bit later on. We don't have any direct link with support, by the way, so we don't. We are not part of the support team, so you will have to use the chat feature. We're part 3 of build a digital product site. So basically, with the Groove cart, you can actually do either physical products or you can do digital products. So either or, you can do both. Doesn't really matter. But we're just working on digital products at this point. Now, over the last few weeks, there've been a few little bugs here and there with the platform, but that's because Groove has been in the background, been doing stuff to the platform. As most of you might be aware that the Scale-a-thon that Mike Forsyne kicked off the other day is in full swing at the moment. There's some apps that have been introduced into the platform as well. If you're a Groove.cm and Groove.ai life member, there are some core benefits that you will get of this whole Scale-a-thon that he's doing. And I think there's a few more days of live sessions that he will be doing too as well coming up. There is one tomorrow meaning my time, New Zealand. I think it might be, I'm not too sure what time it'll be tomorrow for tonight or tomorrow for you guys. But at the end of the day, just keep an eye out on the YouTube channel, and then you'll just get notifications, and then you'll know what's coming up with the Scale-a-thon. So if you know nothing about the Scale-a-thon, my suggestion is that you watch the day 1 on the YouTube channel, on the Groove.cm official YouTube channel, and just get up to speed on that. It's around about 3 hours, 45 minutes. And, if you're watching the replay, you might want to speed it up just slightly so that you can, if you want to get through it a little bit quicker, and if you're that good. And, so just get up to speed on that as to what's happening. And you'll see from day 1 what's going on. And then also, try and get to the live on day 2 as well. Let me just see who's actually in our chat box here. We've got in our comment box, Tyra. Once again, Tyra, thank you for showing up and providing your support and moderating our comments there. Really good to have you here, and so very thankful for that. Who else have we got here? We have Dr. Lisa again, another person that supports what I do on these GRUs, and thank you for being here, Dr. Lisa. Really appreciate your support as well. And she's joining us from Baltimore, Maryland. We also have Nancy from Canada, Montreal, Canada. Hashtag live. And again, Nancy, one of our regular supporters as well, always here, wanting to learn stuff. And Wow, first time ever. I actually just spotted someone here from New Zealand. Who is it here? Len Thompson, waving hi from Auckland, New Zealand. Hey, good to have you here, Len. Just let us know how long you've been with Groove. Have you been with Groove for a while, or have you just joined up recently? Yeah, let us know in the chat box. But it's always good to have a fellow Kiwi, as we call them, joining these lives. So awesome, Len. So Les in Auckland. Auckland's about forever. Len reckons he's been with Groove forever. So you're kind of like old school, like me, by the looks of it, Len. I've been kind of like I'm not so much right at the beginning, but I think 2019 in December is when I actually started with Groove, and I really just started for Groove Part. That's about pretty much all I did. Used it for. There weren't all the apps that they have now, as you will probably know as well. So great to have you along here, Len. That's really cool to have a fellow Kiwi, and that doesn't mean it's actually cool to have all the others around from the rest of the world as well. So really cool. All right, so this, like I said, this is about the digital products, doing a digital store on creating it on GrooveCart, and we did start off with part one where we went through. Let me share my screen first. Actually, I'll get onto that. Probably be able to explain it better if I share my screen. So let me just do that now. Okay. Hopefully everybody can see that. Just put a 1 in there if you can see it, just so I know. Obviously you guys are hearing me, but yeah, just stick a 1 in the comment box. Now, when you get to the login page for Groove, it's different now, as Mike Forsame would have actually mentioned in the day one. Thanks for all the ones. Awesome. Mike Forsame would have actually mentioned in the day one of the Scale-a-thon that he did. The live session about Scale-a-thon he did the other day, and so it's a different login page there as well. Hey Robert, good to have you here, and again another one of our regular people. So yeah, it looks like this. This is the new login page, and you simply just log in with your normal login details. So I'm going to do that now. The dash. Oh. Well, it should work. Let me just try this. These things always happen on live. I logged into this probably just before doing exactly the same thing, and I got in seamlessly, and then all of a sudden, as soon as I go live, things happen. It might be just, I don't know, it might be just a thing, when a live thing, when you do stuff like this. Okay, redirecting, cool. All right, now, if you are a lifetime member, which I can see that most, actually, if not, I think all of us in the chat, in the comment box there are lifetime, you will see the Scale Plus special offer. I'm not going to go through that at this stage. This is not about that today, but you will. That's what that flashing thing is there. So for lifetime members, you will get a special offer. Now, Mike did say in his day one session that please do not share that link outside of outside of your own dashboard. That's specifically for you if you are a lifetime Groove Groove.cm and Groove.ai backer. All right, so okay, now obviously nothing has really changed in here, so we're going to head over to GrooveCart. I particularly like I can actually get to GrooveCart using this link here, but I particularly like going over to the Groove icon and then just right-clicking on the GrooveCart and opening up in another tab. You probably don't see this on your screen, but I've actually right-click and I'm going to open the link in another tab. All right, so here we are at the hub here, pretty much the gallery of all the stores that I have. Some of them are still like work in progress. Some of them are clients, and some of them are just demos. That's all they are. All right. The particular one that I'm doing now is kind of like a demo, but it could form into an actual store in terms of the digital products that we're going to be covering. So if you're not sure about what sort of digital products that I'm talking about PLR products, basically private label whites products where you can use the products to resell. There are different types of whites that you in terms of reselling. Some you can't change anything about the product. You can't change any of the content. You can't change any of the images and all that sort of stuff. Just straight, a resell. But the ones that we're going to be looking at today, which is Entrepedia, they are changeable. Everything's changeable. You can be the author of all those products. There is no restrictions as far as that goes. So we'll get into that fairly shortly. So the site that we're working on at the moment is the Download Hub, and we're just going to go into the admin dashboard. Now, as I said, if you've got questions, please feel free to pop them into the comment box. Let me know what they are. If it's issues that you might be having, it doesn't have to be just with GrooveCard. It could be with any of the other applications. Pop it in there just in case it may not be a support issue. It might be just like a navigation issue, just navigating to where you need to go or what you need to click on in order to do what you're trying to do. Before I actually carry on with this, I'm just going to pop over to the main dashboard again. I'll share the tab. So when you log in, here's the little lifesaver up the top here. Click on that, and that will open up the chat box down the bottom there. Now, these guys are really, really good. You can see here, typically replies in a few minutes. That's changed from the last time I used it, and that wasn't that long ago. So they've actually narrowed it right down to just a few minutes, which you can test it out if you like. I know that when I've actually contacted them through this chat feature, the response is pretty quick. Yeah, pretty quick. I used to use the email support, but I don't anymore. I just use this, and they're really good. So test it out if you want to. If you have got an issue that you think only support can help you with, just click on that lifesaver, and that will bring up the box. Okay, let's go back to where I was before. Right here. So I'm in the store. I'm in this my store here, my digital product store. And all these crosses and this exclamation mark and all that, it means that none of this stuff has been sorted out yet. All right, so that's all cool. We're pretty much at the beginning. Last week we had to pivot a little bit and divert to because there were some bugs happening with the platform at that stage, and it wasn't populating and all that. I do know that there was work being done in the background on the platform, so that could have been the cause for it. So sometimes it would populate, but most of the time it wouldn't. So we went off that, and then we went into the digital products that I'm going to be adding to the store, or the platform that I'm going to be using. So if you're wondering if we did much on the site side of things, we didn't do much on the site side of things. So if you've come into this now, you're pretty much gonna you'll be able to catch up with what we're doing. We did in the first part one, we did actually cover all the stuff here, which is all the settings, the store information, the payment gateway we didn't touch on because we haven't set that up yet. Domain, we haven't set that up yet. The shipping side, we did touch on that because really there's no shipping, right? It's just downloadable digital products, so pretty much straightforward. Taxes, we didn't cover that because really at the end of the day, your store's just starting out. You're making $0 at the moment. Until you hit that threshold, whatever it may be in your own country, then you want to seek the advice of an accountant and talk about the tax side of things and what you should be paying. I know that maybe with overseas products and stuff like that, if you're selling physical products, there could be withholding tax, all that sort of stuff involved. We have I think it's tax treaties with the US and stuff like that. But we're talking about digital products, pretty straightforward and very popular, by the way. So digital products are very, very popular. I have another store where the digital products are just selling like hotcakes. It's just like unbelievable. And it's all relative to what's happening today with people in situations where they're looking for extra income or a side hustle or a hobby, that they've got, that they want to start selling their stuff online, all those sorts of things, whatever it may be. I mean, there's a lot of that sort of stuff going on, but digital products, especially like how-to and courses and all that sort of stuff, guides, checklists, they're very, very popular, and you can sell a ton of them. So yeah, and it's not a product that you have to purchase time and time again to sell. It's just you buy once and you just sell over and over and over again. So there's no limit on how much you can sell, and you only buy once. So yeah, pretty cool. We did cover the international side of things, staff accounts, and we didn't cover all the mail and templates. Not relevant at this point. The pixel feeds and MB codes, yes, we will probably cover that maybe a little bit later. I'm not too sure how long we'll take this, but it was really trying to get you guys to a point where you can upload a digital product and start selling online. These are very important if you want to get found, of course, and if you want to keep track of especially Google Analytics and what your customers are buying and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, they will be important to actually implement. Email marketing, we won't be touching on that in this particular session. Legal pages, we'll probably touch on that slightly. The thing is with any website, right? Now, I guess the rule will still stand with Google if you don't actually have legal pages like your privacy policies, your terms and conditions, and what's the other one? Even disclaimers, those sorts of things. Then they kind of don't want to promote you on or rank you on the pages. That's kind of like an SEO thing. I think it still stands in a sense if you want to get found on Google. A lot of people are using platforms like ChatGPT and all that sort of stuff to do their searching for them. And I think Google now are starting actually to come to the party on that too as well, where you can use the Google search, the Google page or the Google page to do like your AI searches and stuff like that. So people will still be using Google, and I think at the end of the day. So yeah. API webhooks, we won't get into that either. But look, we're at the point now we're going to start creating a product. So first things first, before you create a product, before you add a product into your store, you need to create the product, right? So with a digital download, you need to get the file of that digital download. Now, we're going to head over to the platform that I use, and that is called Entrepedia. Now, this is Entrepedia, so like entrepreneur with and like the end part of encyclopedia, so Entrepedia.co. Okay, if you head over there, they do actually have a lifetime deal. I think they still have it. Not absolutely sure. In fact, this particular site was actually mentioned to me by Tyra, who's actually in our comment box, who's moderating our comments. She mentioned this a long time ago to a few of us who are on the team, and I looked more into this and I loved it, and I bought right into it. And I think I've actually got the lifetime deal, and I think there were some certain tiers. I think I've got the top tier. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. I love it, and I'll tell you the reason why I do like it. One of the biggest things about these, I'm going to go back one here on this. Yeah. One of the great things about this is that it's got such quality material or resources, if you like, digital products. And the other thing is that you can, if I come down to product mockups, you can do your own mockups. You don't have to stick with like mockups when you actually advertising it, I guess, or whatever, but you can create your own mockups for the product. You've got here like box mockups, so it's got a lot of things in here. You've got gradients that you can use for like your covers of your ebook, those sorts of things for the mock-ups and stuff like that. You got book covers as well here that you can utilize to use for your ebooks. So a whole range of things. The other thing is if you have a look over here in the special deals, they actually link up with other types of how would you call it, plugins, I guess, or platforms. Like you've got Notion here, Make, Airtable. There's quite a few different things in here that you can actually get good deals on, things like that. So yeah, if you have a look, they must have some arrangement with a lot of these different platforms where you can get great deals on. And of course, there's all the categories here that you can just go through if you're looking for a specific category. And I'll just actually share my tab there. There you go. Yeah, no, I did notice, Nancy. I'm covered by the Groove Asia banner. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll take it off. You don't really need to see me, but that's okay. I'll take it off. Where are we? Here we go. Let's just get rid of it. Oh, there you go. Done. All right, so yeah. So you can get special deals on some of these applications or platforms, whatever you want to call them. Let's head back over to where I was before. So like I said, there's a lot of these book covers that you can use to, you know, they're editable. And if it's the type of design that you're after, then use the design and just change the text and all that sort of stuff. So basically for your mock-ups and you know, especially when you're promoting it to the general public. What else we got here? PDF rebrander. All right, so remember how I said you can actually, I mean, in this particular one, you can actually make the product your own. So it's basically you're the author, right? So you're the one that can actually just put your name on it. You have the rights to put your name on it, all that sort of stuff. So there's no limits when it comes to what your rights are with this particular platform. So everything is under your brand. If you want to have it under your brand, it's all under your brand. You can, yeah. Book. Okay, so book title generator. Now, Brooks is part of a community that of the Groove Asia community, and he's not here in the comment box. But Brooks is actually a real. I think he's done about maybe 4 or 5 books. Tell me if I'm wrong, guys. Actually, because Tyra and Dr. Lisa would know, but I think he'd be interested in something like this. Okay. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back to the up here, home. All right, so you can see there's some of the products on the home page here, and you know, you can do it by format. So if you've got a format, if you're looking for digital products that have books or videos or listicles or checklists, you even got Notion templates, mini course. Yeah, I did say video. So there's a kind of like if you're looking for digital products that have just audio or have video or has PDF and videos, things like that, you can just look there. But generally, just have a look up here. You see here it says listicle. That one says that's audio. And this one has a mini course by the looks of it. That's a guide. This would be your checklist. So yeah, and then this one here would be a book. And I think that's about it, really. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is, for the purpose of actually creating a product, so we can put into our store, is I'm going to head over to the search products here, and I'm just going to put in my favorite topic, something that I've actually been doing since probably the beginning of 2007. up until now, and that is e-commerce. And so yeah, I've actually had sites on various platforms. Shopify was one of them. I've been an Amazon seller. I've been an eBay seller. I've been on Etsy. What else? I've had my own website selling stuff back in 2007. Doing drop shipping from China to the US and to New Zealand. So all that sort of stuff. And in other platforms that I've actually been on. Maybe some of you may know the other platforms like Kibo Code, Kibo Code Quantum, all that sort of stuff. So if you have actually been part of those ones, the Kibo Code and Kibo Code Quantum, put a one in the chat. Be nice to know if you actually have been involved with that. And I used to, in the Kibo Code Quantum, I was one of the support there. So people, people would obviously ask us about the product, and if they had problems with it and all that sort of stuff. It was pretty much around the clock type sort of a scenario. Obviously, because it was a global product. Okay, right. So I'm going to start off with mastery of e-commerce. I'm just going to open this up. Excuse me, guys, while I just take a sip of my coffee. All right, so here we go. This is if we kind of read through this, this product contains a book. You are free to use the strategies in your business, share it with your team or clients, give it away or sell it, brand it as your own, adjust, edit anything, repurpose it into other formats, add them to your community, claim yourself as the author. So kind of what I just said before. Tyler, what did you say, Tyler? You are right about the number of books written by books. I call them books, the books by books. Yeah. But yeah, I think he's probably on to another book at the moment. And so yeah, he loves doing books. All right. So just reading the details here, it tells you it's a zip file and what the size of the file is. This book equips your customers with the essential tools to master e-commerce and drive sales growth. It offers clear step-by-step instructions on setting up an online store, optimizing conversion rates, and amplifying content to boost sales. Right. So what's inside? E-commerce growth trends and core elements, store setup and technology stack essentials, branding techniques that drive sales, content creation strategies for increased conversions, advanced conversion optimization methods, email automation tactics for customer engagement, customer service practices, content amplification strategies for ongoing growth. And what readers will learn is how to choose the right e-commerce platform and tools, techniques for creating product descriptions that sell. And even in the state of AI, this is still a good thing to actually probably learn about as well. I mean, you can literally learn about anything on AI. You can get AI to literally do anything for you. Can you actually get it to do your descriptions? However, there are certain things to, creating product descriptions and all that sort of thing that, not necessarily AI will actually give you straight off the bat, unless you ask it the right questions or give it the right instructions, right? So this is definitely handy. Ways to optimize product pages, headers, footers, and checkout processes. Again, unless you're prompting or unless you're actually instructing ChatGPT or Gemini or whatever platform you're using in terms of AI, then some of the stuff it probably just won't do for you automatically, right? You just got to give it instructions to do that. And if you don't know to instruct those sorts of instructions, then it'll only do what you ask it to do, basically. Strategies for implementing pre and post-purchase email automation. Methods for providing excellent customer service that builds loyalty. Techniques for amplifying content to drive ongoing sales growth. Right. Your customers will gain a clear, actionable plan to better understand and navigate the world of e-commerce. The book covers everything from mobile optimization and social media integration to creating a compelling product description and implementing effective email sequences. These are important. Whether new to online business or looking to refine their skills, this guide will help them create successful online stores that thrive in today's competitive market. Right now, the one thing I do know about this platform is that they keep things up to date. So it's not just information or guides that are just slapped up there, like about 3-4 months ago, and then never really addressed to update it. These guys are always updating. Plus, they have new requests as well. And if we divert a little bit and we come over here, we do actually have, I think, what have we got here? We've got product requests. So if you come over to the product requests here, you will see that there are some ideas that have been suggested, like SWOT analysis simplified from framework to simple strategy. Here's what's planned. So they've gone from the idea status to planned. So they're in the system to be planned to go ahead with. So these are actually up and coming. All right. And then once they complete it, this is what they've completed just recently. And there's about 70 different ones that they've been completed. Google Business Profile for small businesses. I think that would be handy. How to run successful workshops as a freelance facilitator. One rejected. Here we go. One rejected. Notion video tutorials. Okay, so this idea falls outside our current product roadmap and strategic focus. Okay, so one rejected. Otherwise, a lot of them are actually going through. Any questions on this? No questions? Feel free to type in the comments. All right, let's go back to where we were before. Okay, so the mastery of e-commerce. Well, I've got enough information here to know. Okay, I want to get this out there. We have how many pages we have there? Not quite sure. Just going to have a look. Let's see if I can get this up a wee bit. 46 by the looks of it. 46 pages. All right, cool. And all I'm going to do now, I'm not going to do any sort of like editing or making myself the author and all that. I'm just going to download it as it is. If I want to take the time to do that, I will. But, there's no harm in just sort of downloading and just get it all underway. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to download the product. Let me just... I'm just going to save it to my folder. All right, so now I've got the file downloaded. I'm going to head back over to the Groove dashboard. Now you're probably wondering why am I not going to Groove Cart? And I'll tell you in a sec. If you didn't know this already, I'm going to get rid of this. Oh. All right, so in terms of a digital file, you have to have the file uploaded, and from what I remember, or from what I recall when I've done this before, is that it's got to be uploaded to something like your Groove member, and they've actually got where you can upload files. All right, so here is your files. And it will show you the library of files that you have. So I have files in here for one of my clients' courses, memberships, courses and stuff like that. And they're generally just PDFs, those sorts of things. So yeah, that's what's been uploaded. So I'm going to upload the file that we just downloaded. I'm going to give it a name, which was e-commerce mastery. Category. Okay, we actually don't have a category. You can actually, hang on, let me do this properly. Actually, I'm going to do a category. We'll have to go back a couple of steps. Now, they go home, memberships, courses, portals, files, instructors, members. Let's go to the home part. File categories. Oh, not showing. Sorry, guys. Just seen it. Let me go back to the home page, the dashboard. So what I did was I came instead of after I downloaded the file to my folder, I came straight over to Groove member here, and I went to files. Okay, but instead of going straight to files, come over to here, files, where it says files there. Click on there and click on file categories. All right, and I'm just going to click on there. I'm going to add a new category, and that is going to be called e-commerce. No parent category, we don't need that. And just go save. Now, what's the actions here? Yeah. Now I'm going to head over to files here again, and I'm just going to click on files. I just, and you didn't see me do it. Or was it in there? No, it's not in there. Okay, let me just refresh this for a sec. Okay, cool. It didn't actually put it in there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to upload a file. Or did it put it in there? I think it did actually. It must be that one. E-commerce business, how to start, top 10. Okay, let me just do this again. I'm going to get rid of this, get rid of that file, and I'm going to show you again because you guys didn't see what I did. I'm going to delete that. And then I'm going to just redo it again so that you know what I did. So I'll come up here, I upload file, I come here and I put e-commerce, mastery. My default category is going to be e-commerce, and then I'm going to select the file. All right, I'm going to select the file, and now this is the zip file, by the way. Now, when you do this, you might probably pause and think you're waiting for it to upload, but you need to click on here to say upload file, and then it will start uploading. Sometimes people get caught out on that. They wait and wait and wait, nothing's happening, and they think, what's going on? You actually do, it's kind of like a two-step thing. You do actually have to click upload file again. Right, there we are, top there. That's cool. We've got that in there now. What we can do is we can copy the URL there. All right. And now let's go back to Groove Cart. So where are we? We go here. We're going to go over now to products here, and we're going to go my products. Okay, it's actually logged me out, I think. Cool. All right, so over to my products. These are all default products. This is what you see in the default template. So you can either leave them there or you can get rid of them. I actually kind of like to get rid of them so they don't actually distract me. So I'm just going to click up here at the top, and then I'm going to go to actions, and then I'm going to delete them all. So it's just doing this, deleting number 6, deleting number 5. It'll get down to number 5 till there's got no more in there. While that's doing that, I might just have a okay, Ty, yeah. Yep. Yep. Watch the replay later. What was his name? Len, are you still here with us? Just give me a yes if you are. Just got a quick question to ask you. All right, so a bit of I probably shouldn't have done this because it's just taking a little time to do this, but we'll wait. So we're deleting, I guess, and now I've got to be reloaded. We probably should have just reloaded, should have just left it. Okay, I'm gonna. All right, I'm gonna share my screen again, guys. Len, oh, awesome, that's good. Hey, look, whereabouts in Auckland are you from? Okay, we're back here. Let me go back into the store again. All right. Oh gosh, this is happening again. Okay, just bear with me. Manukau. Okay, Manukau. Awesome. Know the place well. I've lived all over in Auckland. Used to stay not far from Manukau. Lived in Pakuranga, Mount Wellington as well, North Shore, Green Bay, and where else? Pt.3. Yeah, so quite a few places up there. So yeah, know Manukau pretty well. Let me just reload this again, guys. Not sure why this is all happening. We were going great guns before. All right. Okay, let me just bring my face back up again. Oops. How do I do this? Yeah. All right. I'm gonna while we're kind of sort of just waiting for this groove card to sort itself out. I'm going to keep trying. Please, if you've got any questions to ask me, please put them in the chat because then I can fill in time while I'm trying to get this sorted with the store. But it looks like it's having a little bit of a problem now trying to populate. So we'll give it maybe a minute. But yeah, so Manukau. So are you from there, Len? Are you actually from Auckland, or you've just moved there? What's the story there? And I think while I'm waiting for you to do that, we may just head back over to the Entrepreneur side of things. Where are we? Oh, Dunedin. Well, you know what, Len, I used to stay probably about 2 hours south of Dunedin in a place called Tapanui. Have you heard of that? Tapanui? That's where they last made the last Pete's Dragon was made there, and Robert Redford was in the was one of the main actors. I'm sure you'd know where Tapanui is. So between you guys and Invercargill, basically. And what we call it, West Otago. Dunedin. Wow, cool. That's awesome. Okay, let me just share my screen again. Yeah, been there, no t-shirt. Yeah. In fact, they modelled the town after a US milling town back in the 70s, I think it was. So they did a whole. It's only a small town. There was only like about 1,000 people there. They did a whole kind of how would you call it, renovation, makeup that like parlor, like the what do you call it, soda parlors or whatever they call it. All those sorts of things, shops, and made it look like a town out of the US. And because there was lots of logging places, milling places around there, that's why they used that as a set. And they used one of the not abandoned. A lot of those mills closed down there, and they used one of them for the set as well. But yeah, I used to live there for 2 years. All right. I'm going to share my screen again. I'm not sure how we're doing with the with GrooveCart. So we kind of had some issues last week with the GrooveCart. We've got a bit further now than we did last week. And I can only put it down to obviously stuff still going on in the background. But yeah, so let me just get back over here. By the way, if you're going to Entrepedia, here is the home page that you will see. They're done for you digital products to grow your business, and it gives you all the details here. And I think, let's have a look at this. Trying to find where their pricing is. Lifetime updates. Free product. Okay. If you're interested, head over there. It's entrepedia.co. So just .co.co. Right, let's go back to GrooveCart and see what's going on. All right. Still doing this. Again. I wonder if I log out. I'm going to log out and log back in again. So I'm going to come out of these. No, you can't see it, but I'm going to log out. And I'm going to try log back in again and see if anything happens. No t-shirt. Been there, eh? You know, it's one of those towns that if you're driving through it, if you blink, you miss it. That was the old saying. So you can see here, look, I'm logging back in again. You can see here the redirecting to login page is still up. Yeah, I did. Yeah, hit refresh the browser. Yep. Yeah, which I did do. But see, now it's stuck on this page here. So it just kind of tells me there's they probably are doing stuff on there at the moment, and it's probably caused some little bugs. I know they wanted to get a lot of the stuff done before Monday with the whole Scale Plus, but I've refreshed this a couple of times now and it's not coming up. We are getting pretty close to the top of the hour anyway, so we're probably at a point where we're going to be ending it. But I would probably end up on that note. We'll do another part next week. And but yeah, basically, like I said before, come over to, if you want to, I don't know where the sales page is for the Entrepedia, but when you find it and if it's something you like, then, you know, sign up to it, because I do actually think this is actually a really, really good platform. Yes, they do actually have an affiliate link, but I won't be putting that in here at all. So yeah, and I think down here you can actually calculate how much revenue you would create from a sale, like from sales, I mean. Explore how different pricing strategies can impact your goals and get an overview of approximate traffic required to reach your desired revenue. So there you go, it gives you kind of an outline if you like. I'm going to head back over here again, and that is still I'm going to refresh it again, see what happens. All right, now I'm going to actually probably just, okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop share. I'm going to get rid of that window. And I'm going to just create, start up another window and see what happens then. Got to try all things, right? Probably should have tried a different browser maybe. Actually, let's do that. I'll try it. No, we'll stick with the same one. All my login stuff is in there. Okay. I'll share my screen again. Okay, let's try this again with a new window. Click on my login page. And all right. So I think things are going on in the background, and you know, if you're trying to log into yours, give it a go. If you're getting the same thing, if you can actually do that now, if one of you or all of you can actually do that now, if you've got the capability of seeing two screens at the same time, if you try and log into your page now, let me know what you get. Do you just get this and then it just freezes on this, or are you able to get to the login part into the dashboard? Because this is just probably the fourth attempt, and it's just stuck on this at the moment. And I do know they will be doing things in the back end, so it would probably cause some issues. And I think because I'm in New Zealand, it's daytime for me, and daytime for Leanne, of course. Over in the States, it's kind of like a different story. You're probably heading into maybe close to midnight, you know. So, and that's probably when they'll do all the changes, all the different stuff on the platform, because most people should be in bed by now, right? So that's probably why I'm experiencing these issues now. Anyway, look, I don't think we're going to get too much further now. I'm going to stop the share. And I'll put myself back up there again. All right. Look, as far as what we've come on this one, I did actually give you some good insights as to you know, the what do you call it, the digital products and all that. So go ahead. I think there was a free. You can actually join free. I'm not too sure. Give it a go. And you know, there are other PLR products to platforms out there as well. I did cover those. Was it the last session? I covered those as well, where you can go to for those. And I am actually a user of maybe 3 of those, but I always revert back to this one, the one that I'm just showing you today. And that's I just find it actually more quality products, digital products, and just the rights on it are a lot more flexible, and you know, you get I mean, authors' rights, and you know, putting your own branding, putting you as an author, things like that, make editing it, adding to it, whatever you want to do. You can actually make it you know, different again to the original, and add more information if you want to it, and stuff that you might know that's not even in there. All right. We didn't actually have any questions today, but I did see. What did you say there before, Tyra? I will probably have questions when I actually take action. Yep. Yeah, and that's what these sessions are for, is basically just to give you an insight. I don't just talk about Groove Cart. I do cover things like Groove Pages, that sort of thing. Groove Member. I've got clients on Groove Member, clients on Groove Blog, and so yeah, I've built quite a big business. Well, a moderate business, I should say, around the Groove platform, and I solely use Groove for all those clients. And so yeah, it's definitely generated way past the investment that I initially put into Groove right at the beginning. Dr. Lisa, I was able to log in on my phone, but that redirect screen flashed for an instant. Yeah, it did that before too as well. It did that for me before, but now it doesn't flash anymore. It just stays on that screen. Now, I can't help but think that it's actually it's an issue on their end. I've never come across that before, so I'm not too sure. Yeah. Okay, well, look, we'll leave it at that. Next week's going to be another part. We'll probably get to the point that we will upload the digital product to our Groove Card store, so you'll see how that's done. If you can recall, just in today's session, we got to the point where we downloaded a file from Entrepedia, and then we uploaded it to the now, and this is the most important thing, right? We uploaded it to Groove Member in the file section, right? Now, a lot of people, if you're new to Groove, or you haven't done anything with Groove, you've had it for whatever, but you're not too sure how Groove Card works. Most people would think that, okay, you should be able to upload a file within the Groove within the Groove environment. But I do think from memory, from the last time I did the digital products, and that was actually a demo back then too as well, was that you had to upload it to the membership part where it says files, and then once that's in there, you copy the URL and then you actually put it into the Groove Card when you're setting up the product. That's interesting, Dr. Lisa. Dr. Lisa, you're able to log in on your phone. Nice to know if someone can log in on their desktop though, or their laptop. I want to know whether this is an isolated issue or whether it's actually kind of a broad, across the board issue. But that's cool. Okay, well, we've got a few minutes to before the top of the hour. I think we will leave it at that. Thanks for joining me, Len. Welcome to today's GLU. It's good to have you here. It's always good to have some fellow Kiwis on these sessions. Yeah, and of course, always good to have the everybody else in here. So Nancy, you said you said you get the so you get the redirect flash. Does it actually go to the dashboard when you log in, or does it just flash and nothing else? Does the redirect flash and then nothing else? I'm kind of which is pretty much the same, I think, as what Dr. Lisa said. She got the redirect screen flashed for an instant, but from what I can see, she was able to log in after that. So no doubt it will fix itself once this is over. Once I finish this this live, it will probably fix itself, because it's always Murphy's Law. When you go live, you're going to have all the problems under the sun, and then as soon as it's all over, suddenly it fixes itself. So I don't think the tech gods love me. I'll just wait for a quick answer. So, like Dr. Lisa, Nancy, were you after the flash? So, Allegro login. So that means you logged in to the dashboard, Nancy? I still can't get to the dashboard. All right. Yes, dashboard appeared able. Okay, so what this could mean, and it might sound as strange as, well, it might sound strange that this is happening just to me and not to you guys, but sometimes when you make changes on a platform, when you do updates and all that sort of or that sort of stuff, it takes a while to propagate around the world. And I'm probably going to be one of the last ones that is actually going to update in terms of propagating. So yeah, any big changes like that, and it does actually mean that you guys will probably start seeing it. We'll see it before I do, and so the propagation side of it will probably be what's happening at the moment. So they've made changes. You guys have actually got the changes now. It's still probably heading my way. All right, cool. Okay, guys, look, that's me. We're right on the top of the hour. I think we'll end it at that. And once again, thank you for joining me. Great to have you again, Len. Great to have you. And I will see you guys next week for part 4. And we should be able to get a digital product up on our Groove Card store. But till then, take care, and we'll see you next week. Bye for now.
You gotta get into the groove.